Hello, my name is Chatterbox and welcome back to Chatterbox Talks. As was requested by a member of the Chatterbox Discord, today I'm going to be talking about my taste in music. Music has been a part of my life for as long as I can remember. When I was a kid, my father played the saxophone, my mother had a guitar, and my parents have literally always pushed us to pick up a musical instrument. So now I've got a saxophone, I have a guitar. I've been in concert band for all of my time in high school and my time in middle school. I was a member of the marching band for 3 years, and I did winter percussion during my junior year in high school. When I was younger, my mother would drive me to school every day, so I would listen to music in the car. Once I got to be in middle school, I started to develop my own taste in music, and I listened to music in my free time. I listen to music when I'm writing, I listen to music when I'm doing chores, I do it when I'm working out, when I'm going for walks, when I'm moving from point A to point B. I love music. I will listen to music at the drop of a dime if somebody gives me a reason to. My taste in music, however, is very hard to explain. I listen to all kinds of different music, ranging from, alternative rock. I listen to some metal. I listen to some emo music. I listen to some pop. I listen to a little bit of rap. I don't really listen to country that much. I'm not, despite the fact that I've been a member of the concert band for 6-7 years, I am not a big fan of concert music. However, I do like jazz. I think that jazz is a very fun branch of music that you can play on the saxophone, which is the main instrument that I play. When I really started to get into my own music, the original band that I listened to the most was Imagine Dragons, and they were a band that I primarily found on my own, and I still enjoy their music today, but they were a really big part of the music that I listened to when I was in middle school. As I got older, I found bands like Coldplay, Fall Out Boy, Of Monsters and Men, and other bands that fall into that alternative genre of music. Once I got into high school, I discovered 21 Pilots, and 21 Pilots is another band that I listen to a lot, and they made up most of what I listened to during my freshman year. During my junior year, I really got into Black Bear, I got into XXXTentacion, I got into Juice WRLD, a lot more pop and rap artists. Then, more recently, I discovered bands like All Time Low and Sleeping with Sirens and Linkin Park. But I love to look for new artists and musicians to listen to, and I love to listen to their stuff. I love music. It's been really fun for me to learn how to play music and for me to find new stuff to listen to. It's also always really fun to have conversations with other people about what music they listen to. You've got people who play instruments. It's always really fun to talk to them about what music they're playing, what they're doing, why they're doing it. I think that music has a lot of power behind it, and it's just, honestly, in my opinion, music is, in a lot of ways, magical. And it's one of my favorite things about living in today's society, the amount of just variety there is in music. It's awesome. and I love it. I love the fact that there's so many different genres of music, so many different artists, and everything is very different and very unique and very interesting. When I started to learn how to play guitar, there was a video that I found on YouTube that I thought was really interesting, and it was just there was this guy. I'll try and find the video and link it in the description. There was this guy. He was just going crazy on the guitar. It was called Fingerstyle Guitar, and he was using a guitar to cover all the lines of music in a song. And to do that, he was using the strings, he was using the neck, he was using the body of the guitar, and it was really interesting to watch. And I really like to use this as an example of how people will just find ways to take music even further and to do even more incredible things with instruments. On this subject, there was a man that I saw a while back who was using his saxophone to beatbox. He was beatboxing through the saxophone, and it was a very unique sound, and it was very interesting to listen to. I'll try and find that as well and link it in the description. But music is it's very interesting watching people look for new ways to make different sounds that they're looking for, and new ways to play songs that everyone knows and loves. I think that it's extremely interesting, and I love that aspect of music, the creative aspect of music. As a writer, I really respect music, because when you're writing a story, it's on a two-dimensional plane, really. You have to make up for emotion and thoughts, feelings, what you're seeing, what you're hearing, all just through words that somebody reads. But if you're writing music, you're doing the same thing, except you're also adding an entirely different layer onto it by using your talent, which is using a musical instrument, or putting emotion into your voice when you're singing. And there's a lot that you can really do with that. It's always really interesting to see how people express themselves using their instruments and using their voice when they're singing, because you can do a lot more in a lot less time with a musical instrument and your voice than you really can do with a pen and paper. Thank you to the member of the Discord who asked me this question. I had a lot of fun talking about it. If you have a question, you can ask me through the Instagram or through the Discord, and I will make an episode of the podcast on it if it's a good question. I hope you enjoyed, and I wish all of you a fantastic day.